What's going on, guys? Your boy H-Star back here today with another video, and there's some new news regarding that Netherlands is cracking down on loot boxes, and this comes from website gamesradar.com. I will put the link to the full article in the description box if you want to read it. And it says that the Netherlands declared after conducting an investigation found several high-profile games loot box systems to be illegal. Found 4 out of 10 games in violation of their law. Netherlands began its investigation in November 2017, focusing on 10 games with loot boxes that's the most popular. The Netherlands Gaming Authority, or the NGA, claims that it's in its initial news post that it more or less just pulled the 10 most popular games with loot boxes off of an unnamed streaming site, maybe Twitch. It then used a tool to evaluate how random the rewards were and made decisions based on previously penned literature on gambling and addiction. In other words, there hasn't been any testing, accounting for variables, or a control group conducted. This was not an effort to determine what effect loot boxes have on the brain. It was a government inquiry to see who, if anyone, was breaking the law. Be wary of anyone saying this proves something beyond 4 games violated the law. The Netherlands did not just make loot boxes illegal, it did not write new laws in the wake of fiascos like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Middle-earth Shadow of War. Instead, the investigation sought to determine if current video games were in violation of existing laws. Quote, coincidence determines the contents of these loot boxes. Moreover, the prizes can be traded outside the game. Prizes have economic value. It is forbidden to offer this type of games of chance without a license to Dutch players. In other words, any game of chance requires a license, and that's the lack of license that the NGA take issue with. These laws are already in the books. According to the NGA, if you can sink real world money into a game of chance and receive something of real world money in exchange, that's gambling, and that requires a license. A game like Overwatch would be exempt because nothing from a loot box in Overwatch can be traded or sold outside the game. But a game like Dota 2, however, would be in violation because you can sell your items in the Steam marketplace. No names have been given to who is in trouble. Dutch website NOS or NOS singles out FIFA 18, Dota 2, PUBG, and Rocket League, but it's not confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt. Whoever is behind the 4 unnamed games found in violation of the Netherlands gaming laws will have until June 20th to adjust their designs. If they don't, the government can impose fines or prohibit the sales of the game. The NGA also claimed that it found a potential link between loot boxes and addiction. Therefore, it requests developers and publishers to remove addiction-sensitive elements, near-profit effects, visual effects, the possibility to open loot boxes in quick succession, and the like, even for games that don't violate the law. Even though the Netherlands isn't enforcing these requests, it certainly sends a message, and I think it does send a huge message to them because it lets anybody know. Now, if this was true, now I don't play Rocket League, I don't play PUBG, so I don't really know much about that. Now, PUBG, I know about it a little bit with their loot boxes, but whatever. I don't even. I mean, PUBG still popping, I guess. Uh, but in terms of FIFA 18, if it is true regarding FIFA 18, and let's say that is one of the prime games, that's EA's cash cow. And without FIFA 18, I think that would be a blow, or could be a blow, to EA, depending on if one, how much they get fined, or if they get fined, or if they just are banned from that, or if they're banned from selling FIFA 18 in the Netherlands. And even though some people could argue, oh, it's just one country, what difference does it make? It, to me, it all depends on how much money a game like, and now a game like FIFA 18 makes a lot of money altogether, but how much money does it make in the Netherlands? Now, if FIFA 18 sells, I don't know, $1 million, like if it sells $1 million in the Netherlands and that game gets prohibited from that country, I don't really think it would be a big deal if it was just if it's just $1 million. But if the game sells a lot, like a lot of money, they make a lot of money there, and it could be a possibility they could be making a lot off of it in that region, because soccer in that region is popping over there, or football as they call it. Um, so it could be a chance that they could be making a lot of money off of it. If they are making a lot of money off of it in that region, then I do think it could be a blow to EA, and they need to do something. Now, even though I'm done with EA Sports games, they're really the same thing every year. Ultimate Team, blah blah blah. But honestly, it all depends who the other three are. Now, we don't if it is right, if this is right. um Oh, and they also mentioned Dota 2. I don't play Dota either, so I don't even really know what Dota's about, to be honest. But in terms of the other games that I think could be a possibility, um, it's kind of hard to say. Now, I could speculate and say it could be other Madden games. I mean, not other Madden games, other EA games. I think it could be a possibility. It could be UFC 3, it could be Madden 18, and it could be Need for Speed Payback. Now, I would be shocked if Need for Speed Payback isn't one of the four, because that game certainly should be a violation of some type of law. That game certainly should. And I know that game is overlooked and it's not much pushback and not much stir going on in that community, but I'm one of those people in the minority that's screaming this should not be in the game, they need to remove it. And whoever whoever it is, whichever games they have time. They got until June 20th. So that's 2 months. That's 2 months. And if you're a developer, really, I think by that time it should be 2 weeks after E3. If you're a developer at that time and you just not long got out of E3, you don't want bad press. So if these four games are all EA titles, or if it's just a couple, some of them that's EA titles and it's another title, then they need to fix this shit, because if it's EA, you do not want bad press. Because I know they're going to be showing off Anthem and Battlefield 5, so you do not want bad press right now. If it is, fix your shit, and you got until June 20th, and if you don't, you're going to get banned, and I think it could set a precedent for other countries. Possibly bigger countries like the UK could follow suit. I don't think it would happen here in the United States. That would be reaching if it happened on a federal level. It could be more likely on a statewide level. I could see that happening, but on a federal level, I doubt it. But with that being said, I think it's time for me to wrap up this video. I've been going on for almost 9 minutes now. But with that being said, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is big? Do you think this is minor? Let me know down in the comments below. We can have a discussion and talk about it. If you enjoyed my video, smash that like button as hard as you can. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Tap the notification bell. That way you'll always stay up to date on all my content. You never miss a video. And until next time, I'm out.